That was a long break. Yeah, I'm back. Hopefully better than ever. I'm not sure how this is gonna work though. Not because of anything on the screen right now, but because... Let's see. It's because of the fucking... Because I had to change my setup a little bit. But I think I put the cable thing wrong. I twisted it wrong. And now the arm of the microphone is kind of too rigid. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah. That's better. Sorry, I'm just looking. I'm like super just looking at Amir Talai's account. I mean, I'm sure he's like super duper busy right now to be doing any lives and stuff. Level Up convention is going on. I find out about the existence of the convention and it's like, oh well, I never heard about it before, so I mean, it's a lost opportunity to not be able to go. But well, I have to save up. I can't just throw away money, okay? I have other responsibilities. My car had to be taken to the shop twice in this one fucking month. And next month I was in schedule to finish one of my payments and I'm not, and it's not much higher because of things, and I'm not gonna fucking, I'm gonna pay it all. I'm not gonna split it up because I already made up in my mind that in May I will be done paying it. I'm not gonna extend it to June. And you're not taking that bitch with me. I'm leaving it. Getting over it. It would probably mean that I won't be able to do as much as I want in May. There's like 3 movies I think that I wanted to watch in May, but I won't be able to. It's fine. It's fine. May is like less. It's 9 days away. No miracle's gonna happen. I won't be able to watch the things that I want to watch. Whatever. I'm behind on The Boys. I'm behind on a lot of anime. Good Omens is coming out. I have things to look forward to that won't make me shell out extra money. So, you know, I just gotta be happy with what I got and what I can do. And right now, that's doing my thing over here. But it looks like that got me a little bit worked up because now I was cold and now I'm hot again. It doesn't look like it, but I have kind of a hair situation. My hair can now cover up my neck. I don't like it. I like it when it covers up my face, but not my neck. I can't detect aura from people, you know? I can't have the tingles. I'm just not a long hair kind of person, you know? Anyways. I finished one little thing, so now I'm back to trying to finish this. We're not going to because, well, it's a lot. But remember that we are reusing a lot of them. So I'm hopeful that, well, we'll be able to get through a lot still.
この国を救いに来た。俺の名はドン・キホーテ・ド・フラミンゴ。
Oh, hey Brian. Let's see, the flamingo is here, ready to get working. I did see your message. Great. Don't get comfortable and don't stop looking for something better. Good. Good. Relatively all good news. And hey, crossing fingers for the flamingo to still be mingling. It always sucks when it's the ones that you like and not the ones that you dislike. Isn't that just the way? My favorite coworker is kind of like the same. And I told her like, bro, let me just use up let me just use up all my PTO that I have for my trip, and then after that we can both start applying to places. Like, please just give me this. I just noticed that I started this stream with my tablet at 21% battery. Did I bring the charger? I'm sure I brought it. Yeah, here it is. You gotta follow in their legacy, okay? You can't be the last Slavone. I mean, you don't have to make new work friends, but you know, just be polite. Charger connected. Prepare to lose screen. In 3, 2, 1. We didn't lose screen, but what? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now it's charging and we have screen. Well, me and my mold take offense to that, okay? Okay, how do I sound right now? Because I'm kind of far away from microphone. But I'm trying to find a way so that I can semi lean back. I used to be able to get comfortable with the mic kind of close to me, but I moved the stand. Because with my new setup, it kind of gets in the way that I had it before. But I might have to move it. I mean, I can just recline it and it can be normal. But because I have my bed very close to me, so what I like to do is recline and also rest my legs on the bed. It's very comfy. Bed stream, yeah. But that's not going to be possible. Today we have to be productive, Brian, okay? I have finished with the really rough draft of this animatic. Whoa! Somebody means business. Hey, Shai. I mean, the just sleeping thing happens in subathons, and people seem to be fine with it for some reason. Honestly, it seems less weird for VTubers to do it than when it's IRL streams, and they actually film themselves sleeping. That's just a little bit weird. The other subathons that I've been aware that they kind of do that, they don't... I like the way that they... who was it? It was somebody from the Trash Taste podcast, and I think also Ludwig, that every time that they would go to sleep, they would put up a screen and show like past VODs. Let me see. That was a very short clip. My comic is longer than that. Are you telling me that you've been in sleep-only streams, Shy? I don't want to judge, but... Hola, Setsus. Listen, strangely enough, because I am reusing a lot of the poses, this animatic is my new record for frames. Because I was counting the last time. The My Little Pony Luffy one is 130 frames. This one is 134, 35, something like that. It just slightly goes over. ¿Qué cuentas, Setsus? ¿Vas a acompañar aquí mientras hago el line art de este video? Ser productivo, ayudarme a no distraerme, contarme de buenas cosas. I'm a VTuber with a mold friend. I'm not moldy. There's mold in the air. There's humidity, okay? Which it works fine. It works as a good excuse to not be in this fucking room for long. There has been some progress in that issue though, where now my room is somewhat livable and breathable between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. And then somewhere around 6 p.m. the humidity goes up again. ¿Cómo que todo eso va a pasar? No. Setsus, no. ¿Cómo así nomás? ¿Cómo puedes tratarme de esa manera? Oh yeah, my stressful weekend turned out to be not that stressful. I had a lot of support from family. And the only thing that I was stressing about is that I'm a creature of habit, very much so. And I was hindered by the commute that I take to work. I couldn't use my car. So I had to find other means of transport. Of course, there's always Uber, but it's expensive, so I tried finding other ways. Where your comment can be taken to mean something completely different. Oh my god, that's Bodrio. ¡Ey! No, Setsus, no voy a caer en tus cosas. Yesterday you got a call from the assistant manager asking if I could come in. Stealer. Prison the dead word. Time to go wait to talk to the boss. Oh. Bodrio tu cola. Eso es lo que dice. El tú sabes que sí. Claro que sí. Yo fui a la escuela, yo sé leer. ¿Me estás diciendo que no? ¿Me dices un mentiroso? ¿Me estás acusando de algo? No, no, no. Yeah. It kind of overlapped that I was also resting my hand because I got really bad carpal tunnel from last week. It wasn't as bad this week. It still had the tingles though. So it worked in my favor to not be streaming. But now I'm back. I did use the time to do one little video that I already posted. Did it on the other program. It's interesting how the way that I draw changes between the software that I use. I don't know why. I don't know why the other one just... I just can't understand my brain. You read my comic completely? What, on Instagram? Oh yeah, because I moved... I moved all my art from TikTok to Instagram. Now I'm gonna start posting over there. Since TikTok did a dick move, they did the same as Twitch. Not Twitch. Twitter. You know that thing where a lot of artists said fuck you and left the platform? Because they were letting AI have ownership over anything creative. No, no lo he jugado porque voy a jugar esa mamada. Ya se sabía que iba a hacer eso, no sé por qué la gente se sorprende. Sé que los Pokémon Alpha pueden ser muy graciosos y creo que es lo único interesante, fuera de tal vez unos diseños nuevos. Pero, ay, por favor. Basura. Sí me emociona un poquito más el de Pokémon Waves and Winds. Pero verga, cómo me va a doler la billetera cuando eso salga, porque voy a tener que comprar un Wii 2. Un Wii, dije un Wii. Es que yo ya no sé nada de lo nuevo. Quiero un pinche Switch 2, voy a tener que comprar para jugar ese puto juego. Espero que cuando salga más información de Waves and Winds resulte como ZA. Ya ves de que ZA al principio, como siempre, hacen un video, pero ya está renderizado. El primer video que siempre enseñan para trailers y la chingadera, siempre está renderizado para que se vea bonito ante el público. Pero ya cuando van enseñando de verdad cómo se ve el juego del jugador, ya donde ahí se va viendo como que pinches texturas horribles, pinches mecánicas. Pinche Twitter también luego me sale cosas donde hay artistas tan buenos que no sé si es un leak o si es un fan art. Entonces ya la neta yo no quiero ver. Si no viene de la cuenta directa de Nintendo, yo no quiero saber nada del pinche juego porque no me quiero espolear. Quiero que venga directamente de ellos. You have fun bluffing at work in Spanish. Good. You should say verdad, which would be the equivalent of like when somebody is, like saying something like, man, this place sucks. And then you answer back, right? Yeah. So although, let me vent a little with what TikTok did and why I decided to start moving all my shit over to Instagram. Which, funny enough, I think it's rekindled an old friendship of mine. It's not, I didn't deactivate my account. Like, people have me added there. But I guess it's been very non-active that people were like, guess let's not communicate with Hellas, cause no. Anyway, TikTok did this amazing thing. They were talking about a new AI software that they wanted to use, but that it would be implemented in a non-invasive way, or maybe it would be an optional thing. But no, they fucking didn't do that. Instead, one day we just woke up. Why am I getting so many messages? Instead, we woke up and everybody's videos had this AI remix thing. It's a permission thing. So if your video has this thing enabled, that means that you're giving permission TikTok for your video to be thrown into the pool for AI regeneration. So that anybody that uses their AI software, when they are doing a prompt to create something, your stuff can be used for that. Your voice, locations, images, whatever. And they did it in a way that if you wanted that shit to not be enabled in your videos, you had to go through every single one of your videos. Not oh, I just don't want it in my profile. Nope. Every single video you had to do it. If you don't post that often there, it's not much of an issue. If you're a really big content creator, especially in TikTok, where they reward constant engagement and they want 1 to 2 videos a day, that's 100, if not thousands, of videos that they had to just go through each one into their privacy settings and then disable that shit. It took me 2 days to do it. I don't have a lot. At most, maybe I have 200. And I have nothing to do while going to work. I'm just commuting. So I just did that while listening to music. But I feel bad for the other people. And then I saw a video of somebody making a point of like, it might just be a placebo effect. There is no guarantee that just because I went and disabled that thing, that, oh yeah, I'm sure TikTok, such a great company now that it's American owned, is totally not still using my stuff for their AI software. Right? They can just be shady about it. Or even still, there was another video I saw that they were saying like, guys, I turned off my remix thing and then I went back to check my videos and they turned them back on. That got me worried. I went back to my videos and I checked. It was still off. Mine did not turn back on. But it got me thinking that, yeah, that company is still a company. They're going to be shady. They're going to be greedy. They haven't been the best since they were bought. So, you know what? Anya's going to start moving all my shit to Instagram in case I need to jump ship. Which sucks because it is the place where I have the most following that I've been cultivating for a little while. But it is what it is. But I'm just going to be waiting. If that shit takes more of a turn for the worse, if I start seeing videos of people saying, hey, I saw my shit being used by other people as AI, then yeah, I'm deactivating my account. Fucking like, already we have to deal with shitty humans re-uploading work and taking credit for it, and they somehow get even more clicks than the original poster. And that's one shitty human doing it to another. But a corporation has more resources, more power, and you can't do much about it besides just saying bye, peace. I don't like Instagram either because it's Meta owned, but there's really not much other places I can go until I get very, very good in Japanese and somehow be able to learn how to use Pixiv. Not Pixiv. Pikopu. Which is their version of like, think Tumblr / Pinterest, but like comics only. It's just their UI is kind of shit. And Pixiv is really good, but that one is a pay-only entrance. But okay, I have vented. That is the reason why I loaded my stuff over there. Eventually, Brian will ask me about the name. I am aware that my name is there. I don't care. It's not a big secret. Hellas is my name. Both are my name. Technically. Let me look at my messages because I got it from a friend that I haven't talked to in a while. Sorry, I'm just answering this message. There, I answered. You send 4 for what? Oh, Reels. I'm gonna have to start familiarizing myself with Instagram. It's our generation's app, Facebook and Instagram, and yet I feel it's too much. It has way too many things. It used to be a picture, sometimes video kind of place. And now it turned into, it wanted to be Facebook and Twitter at the same time. It has posts, it has reels, it has stories, it has threads. It became a little bit too overwhelming, you know? I am happy that you read the comic and that you know the references and stuff. It does tingle me. And hey, at least now you'll be able to have constructive criticism and you'll be able to tell if something is in character or out of character. Which, of course, at least my comic, obviously, I'm gonna have to twist for them to make sense of, you know, anything romantic, anything that's not canon. You kind of have to brainwash the characters. That's fine. The comic is about Hazbin, so honestly, it's fine that you haven't continued Heleva. But speaking of Heleva, and also Hazbin, there's a convention that's happening in Las Vegas that I already made peace with, that I wasn't going at all because I'm saving up money for my trip to Japan. And I'm also fine with not going to Comic-Con in San Diego either because I live close by. So it's fine. I'm just gonna be spending it outside. But I just learned that the fucking convention in Las Vegas is gonna be so much bigger than it was last year, and it's so hype, and people are going, and everybody's talking about it. Ugh! FOMO is getting me. Then I remember my financial situation. It's like, whatever. I find the strength to get over it. It's not just a Hazbin meetup, bro. I didn't know this until I went to Comic-Con with my Alistair cosplay. And a really nice person that she was wearing a Charlie cosplay. And she was also a tattoo artist giving away stickers. to other cosplayers. And she started talking to me and telling me like, oh my god, you should definitely go to Level Up. And it's like, oh, what convention is that? I hadn't heard about it. And then she started telling me, and you know what? I did recognize the banner. I had heard about Level Up, but in my head, I thought that was a convention mostly for like video games. But it turns out that that convention has been used by the fandom for a very long time by the creator to showcase most of the like their important stuff. And I was like, what do you mean? I like that, Shy. I like that. If we went to a Hazbin convention together, number one, I wouldn't assume that you would be comfortable with it. So I would rather you just be my mule and just help me carry my shit. But if you wanted to be part of the fun, which would also be fun, you can't be any of the shorties. Husker. You would totally be Husker because you'd just be grumbling all the time and you would also be unhappy seeing me. We can make you a fursuit. And that way you don't have to wear makeup. Look up half fursuits. I think those would work for you. And it'll be easier to take off when we're like off time, like going to lunch and stuff. I am very considerate to the people that I enslave, the people that I take to help me in the conventions. Family and friends that I ask to go with me, because my cosplays either have props or the Hazbin ones, because I have to wear gloves with claws. It makes it harder to take out wallets, use my phone and whatever, and they're a pain to take on and off. In that case, I just ask for help from whoever goes with me, and I always offer to pay for their food and stuff. Because I am grateful. I pay for their ticket and their food. See, I am fair. I'm a gracious monarch. I can also say that I finished Gachi Akuta, that anime. The ending of it, I did not expect. And by ending, I mean that they left it in such a big cliffhanger. They really banked on it being a success, because What do you mean you just left it off like that? I mean, season 2 is, I think it is being made and released. I can't remember if it was by the end of this year or the beginning of the next one. Which is not a surprise. I mean, I love the art style so much. I hope that's a skit. What do you mean watching a cosplayer trash booths? Degenerate behavior. And then they wonder why we can't have nice things. Comb it. Brian, there's things that you can use to not have your hair in your eyes. Oh. I'm behind on Invincible, you know? I was so upset with how things were going in the story that I haven't even seen the ending of season 2. The fight when, what's his fucking name? Conquest? Yeah, Conquest comes to Earth. Because honestly, with the whole thing of like them being very realistic and not having, because their superhero set is, it's so weak, bro. It's so weak. They have nothing. They have nothing. It makes the boys look hopeful in comparison. Because at least over there, sure, the good guys are also kind of very fucking nerfed in a way. But there's still some good dynamics over there, and Homelander is just crazy enough that he also gets kind of nerfed there to keep the balance. But there's a part of me that's like, there's still a little bit of hope in my little heart for the good guys in that show. I might be delusional, but I am. Meanwhile, in Invincible, I'm like, I think of nothing. And I saw a fucking spoiler. I think Eve is pregnant. It's like, fantastic. The character that is made to make fun of how females are viewed in comics, how her whole fucking character is about that, and she's still getting thrown in this fucking portrayal of now she's the mother of the next generation. For real, bro? For real? You're a helpless wife. Hey, Brian. That excuse cannot work for you forever. And you're not a helpless white guy here. You're a fucking bird. If anything, you're white meat over here. Alistair's chubby little body does not look that good. Well, he's not supposed to. It's fine. Oh, pff. Had Omni-Man. Is he dead? Wait, don't tell me. Tell me. Don't tell me. Do I care about spoilers? I don't care. Is he dead in the 3rd season already? Is that what you're saying that? Or you're saying that compared... I know that the comic made a lot of changes. A lot more than what I was expecting, to be honest. Is Omni-Man's presence a lot more in the show? You also have very breakable legs, Brian. Very breakable. Those fucking little twigs, they snap. We'll see how far you get. True. Actually, I'm getting a flashback. In universe, wasn't another excuse for Omni-Man to be in the league to, number one, keep control of their supers? He could have been killing off good guys for a long time before they reach their potential. And I think maybe he mentioned about them just being comfortable, just they got complacent, right? I mean, why worry about training even more, getting more supers or whatever, when we have Omni-Man to protect us? Vivzipop character theory. Brian being a flamingo would be so much easier to draw. In fact, Brian, you haven't met all of them, but you know who Stolas is. That character that Blitz got that sexy phone call from. There's a lot more bird-based characters in Hell of a Boss. You'll see later what their ranking in Hell is. But you can definitely be one of them. They are they're higher than imps. Which, by the way, you never told me. You said you were gonna think about what character would I be. Cause you said I couldn't be Alistair. Cause you got angry that I almost gave you Penchas. Which I would never. That's David's. His fuck toy. Believe it or not, that fuck toy gets most of the character progression than other characters that you would think deserve. Did you not see my little Instagram story? I got attacked by a spider and I won that fight. You heard that what? You heard somewhere that some point Mark winds up back in time. Back in time. When they go into the glove and they do actually take down Omni-Man. Ah. But I mean, is it actually going back in time, or is he just going into another timeline that won't actually affect his at all? You know, it's very bittersweet when characters do that kind of thing, because as much as they try to avoid a horrible future that they know of, ultimately it doesn't really save their people. It's like, yeah, fantastic. I learned from my mistakes. Let me pass it on to the next person so they get a better outcome. But their version is still like crap. Like, if you don't stay within that universe and enjoy that happy ending, and you still have to go back to your own crap, that sucks. Unless you get something out of it, right? Like in Dragon Ball Z with Trunks. His future is still crap, but he got the way to defeat Cell from it, at least. Because he has already met Future Eve, and whatever they knew or stuff that they saw, they treated it as if Mark had the power to change their future. But honestly, I kind of doubt it. I feel like whatever he would have done, it wouldn't have affected them. They felt like they were from a different dimension, especially because it was used with that guy's power. I forget his name, the big brain dude. What story did you miss? From Hazbin? You're not gonna see a lot of plot relevant stuff until maybe like episode 5 or 6 with Hell of a Boss. It took them a lot more to get their bearings in that show than Hazbin. Which is, remember to think this. Hell of a Boss is more of a passion project and more indie made than Hazbin. Hazbin was in the works in the background, but they were waiting to get green lit and accepted by big studios, passing it around to a lot of different distributors. They had to make changes from their original design so that it can be accepted for a wider audience. Hell of a Boss has always been on YouTube. They don't give a shit about like wanting to appease investors or whatever. So they had a lot more fun, and they make a lot more mistakes than Hazbin. Oh, the spider story. I came out triumphant, and that's all you need to know. Could I have ever won in fiction to the point that I want to have the option to rematch the unwinnable boss fight in my game? It depends. Are you thinking unwinnable boss like a glitch like Sonic and the Dark Knight with Shadow trying to defeat the fucking dragon with the unbeatable chin move that glitches? Or are we thinking more along the lines of Dark Souls games? Or are we thinking more along the lines of fucking genocide route in Undertale games? One of those three will save you a lot of sanity if you just skip them, and sometimes. Could you have won? Sure. Would it have been satisfied at the end though? I don't think so. But sure, hope that you can come back. Hopefully, I will have made more progress. And if I didn't, you know that it's Brian's fault. Look at his little suit that I make. Okay, let's take away the thing underneath. Does the body look wonky? Sure. But does it look cleaner? Yes. Just gonna clean up this part. And you know what? I'm gonna close it here. I like how it turned out. And now that we have this, we can copy paste it to the ones that get repeated. Now we just have to paint to draw this fox, put it on the other body, and do the same fucking thing. Yay! Unwinnable bosses since you generally can't beat it. Ah, okay.
Si quieres, toma un descanso.
Hydrate?
¿Quieres agua?
Okay. By the way,
A
are
mí
the
me gusta el
sounds
agua.
audible? They're back to me not hearing anything. But the important thing is that you can. And I have a big bottle of water this time. Not alcohol. I do have it, but I'm deciding not to drink it. Proving once again that I'm not an alcoholic. I love this track. This is Omega's track from Sonic DX. It fills me with angst. The water was loud? Oh well. I found this song called Fighting in Glory? No, it's not Fighting in Glory. Why am I blanking on the name of the song? Wait, I must have it in my recently played list. Let me look it up real quick. Fought and Lost by Simon Ryder, featuring Brian May. I love their lyrics, and I have... It's giving me two ideas. If only I was a faster and more qualified artist, but 3 years, still not enough experience, but it is definitely on my to-do list for an animated music video. Very limited animation. Okay. But the song, it's one of those songs where the lyrics, they take you through a narrative. And it starts off with one side having lost the war and being very bitter, having to hear the cheers of the rival, the applause, but that they would still fight, and it's all about fighting and trying and not giving up. And then after the second chorus, the little bridge, now the uprising starts, and now the rival is on the other side, and at the end of the day, both sides have seen war from both POVs. And it's like, and then you'll start seeing what we fought for all along. And it was like, oh, this is such a great song. I would love to do a little animatic for it. I just haven't decided, because the lyrics, they make me think a lot of, especially because of using the whole war motif, it would go so good with Attack on Titan characters. But I could also make it a lot more hopeful if I did it with my My Little Pony One Piece characters. Especially at the end, because the bridge has this line about, and when you see my face, I hope you see the image again. of my past failures, and oh bro, I see it in my mind's eye. I can see it in my mind's eye. It's because in One Piece right now in the manga, we finally saw the face of like the main villain of the world, and how they still hate the heroes from the past, and that's why they are going after the people that remind them to, like, they're just crushing all the people's wills to keep them down, keep them shackled, and from doing an uprising. And that just made me think of that. It's like, yes, motherfucker, no matter how much you defeat the good ones, there will always be somebody that will rise up against you. But I don't know. We shall see. By the time I get to making those, we'll see how the dice fall, you know? Because I do have a list of videos that I would like to make, but they are way more hardcore for the amount of work that would have to go into them. Even without editing, just the amount of planning that I would actually have to do a good storyboard around it. Oh no, I was just talking about, I found this song that really inspired me, and it has a grip on me so bad. And I added it to my future list. By the time I hopefully get better at making these long videos, I can make like proper animatic music videos. This song has me in a grip, man. Every time I'm listening to it, I'm just imagining what the storyboard for it would look like, which would be a better pose, a better scene transition, which characters would likely go better for what part of the song. I do wonder if I would have to go into like a place like Fiverr and pay somebody to maybe do a cover of the song. I'm gonna have to look up how people do animatics when it comes to songs. Because cover artists, like, their main thing is obviously singing covers. And some people, they hire artists to do like a backdrop. Very minimal animation going on. But some of them do like full-on transitions, like the bigger singers on YouTube. So obviously, because the main channel owner is a singer, they don't have a problem. But I'm gonna have to look up artists when it's reverse. If they use the original song, and if they do, if it's okay. Yeah, it's just, sometimes, you know, you just hear those fucking songs that motivate the shit out of you, that hit you just right. That you start seeing a movie in your head. I'm trying actively not to listen to the song a lot. Because, you know, then it happens that you listen to a song too much and then you just, like, sick and tired of it. When it works. My shit would probably be very scuffy. But I have learned that it's fine if my shit is scuffy. The important thing is that I'm getting better each time. And even more important than that it is out of my head. I never realized how debilitating is not the right word. Freeing? Maybe? Like when your head just has so many fucking ideas, but then you actually get to work on a project and then it's out and it feels like you physically did spring cleaning in your head and now you have extra room to think about other things. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I say songs that I want to turn into animatic videos. The reason that I haven't done it is because I'm trying to work up the ability to do them first in a much faster way. Which is why it makes me happy that my frame rate is going higher and higher. Luffy was 130 frames. And now this is my new record. This one is 137, something like that. Even though it's more frames, it's shorter than Luffy's, I think. Just a bit under a minute. And I mean, songs are like, they can be up to 3 minutes sometimes. So, you know, we're getting there. I'm getting there. Ooh, I like that. It's better to have a full book of 8s than a head full of 10s. Oh, I really like that. Who said that? Oh, I forgot the stitching on the side. And now we're gonna do some erasing. I mean, sadly, the music videos that I see in my head, I do not see a way that I can do the shortcuts that I came up for this video. I'm also not doing much of storyboarding for them. For the music videos, I'm definitely gonna have to do it. And now we have the other one, see? And then this is the cheating part. Right? The animated, the AMV ones, they can be so fun. I need to watch more of those. I personally actually haven't seen a lot of them. Back in my day, and beginning of YouTube, people used to do a lot of edits with like Naruto and other anime that were popular at the time, especially with Linkin Park songs. I really liked those, but there were not a lot of people making animatics. It was just splicing and editing, good editing for back in those times. The editing, for people that still do them, the editing is so much better, the splicing and all that. But now people are actually doing animatics. It is really fun to watch. Oh. Why you never posted it? You got too shy? You lived up to your name? Okay, this pose gets repeated. Let me see if I can copy it somewhere else. Like here, see? We can move the body over to this one's because it's only Vox really moving. And in this case, I just move it up and down, so it doesn't really fucking matter. And the face is the one that changes. Which is the first pose? I think that's the one that's slightly facing the front. Yeah, that one. Copy. Why is it ellipsis at the beginning? Is it yes, I was right? That was a sad ellipsis. I don't want to be right. Okay, we're gonna have to draw a new face, and that means also reinforcing these lines because we're gonna have to erase them for those eyebrows. Let's reinforce this one too. Let's also pick a different color just for now so I can differentiate. Oh, I forgot to turn on this thing on. That's fine. I'm concentrating and also vibing. We can vibe together. Listen, bro, this is not TikTok. We don't have to be constantly speaking to each other. I can be japping. I should be japping. But Twitch viewers have better etiquette of being able to just spectate. Or, you know, second monitor vibes. Okay, now that I've done that over there, we do alpha lock. And color it black. Before blending the layers. Yeah, I don't I don't feel alone, don't worry. I did this one. Okay, the difference is very minimal. We can copy this one. Get over here. Then we can just do the mouth. Then we copy the face. Bring it over here. And we're just going to erase the mouth. And we have a new one. This one, the mouth doesn't really change. It's just a very tiny elevation of the Vox doll. Let's see, how can I make this easier? Let's copy the body. Take it over here. And then because this one is only changing sort of, let's see if I can use some lasso magic. We copy, we paste. The second one's gonna be on a different layer. Well, this one did go through. I'm seeing it right now. How about your comment? Your other comment's not coming through. Feel like I need to. I think if I add another browser source on my sources, I can maybe link that to YouTube so then both of them show up. Because at the moment, only when you chat on Twitch does the bubble show up on screen. From YouTube, nothing pops up. Could be. Alright, Brian. Okay, now that we made a slightly movable box, let's clean up the edges that moved. And then we're gonna erase the bottom one. If you were to show off some music? Oh, on Discord. Yeah, because it's anything art related doesn't have to always be drawings. Okay, now let's clean up the bottom one. And Alex is a part of it. Now we can mix it, and I can copy the face over. Perfect. And now I have the two bodies with the face separate, so this works in our favor. So this is the lower one. Let's copy this one. Oh, I can do the same thing with this one. This one, I'm moving it back and forth. But I don't really change much of the drawing itself. Okay, we can worry about those later. This is the tall one, so we copy this one. And this one. Okay, the face doesn't change in this one. Okay, the face is actually the same. Paste it. Paste. Great. We're zooming, guys. We're zooming. I say that as I watch the clock and I see that I've been here almost 2 hours. How is it possible that I feel like I progress a lot and nothing at the same time, and then I look at the clock and it's like 2 hours doing this? I've done nothing. Well, yes. Positive. We are doing things. Before we didn't have this art line, and now we do. So yes, progress. That is true. Okay, this one, the face only has one change as well. That makes it easier. So we're just gonna copy the body. Actually, it looks like it's gonna have to go over here. Let's also take the table off. Okay, let's draw the next phase. Actually, not yet. It's slightly more different. Why does it look like that? Ugh, keep forgetting. Stabilizer. Must always remember the stabilizer. Posture check. Thank you. Ugh. Oh, I see that you did put it on the Discord. I'll have to check it out in a bit. I have to clean it up. Because I forgot to do the lines. Good, good. We have the body and also this position done. So we can do copy and paste over here. Okay, and now the face. Copy the body first. And now we're gonna do a little bit of lasso magic. Hey, don't stop my music. Copy, paste. And he's gonna move in front. And then remove it. And now clean up. Looks like that's it for cleanup. Is there anything that I need to redo? Probably over here. You have to complete Vox's head. That's about it. Now we erase underneath. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's your birthday on the 19th. You're an April baby. Oh, so you got a lot of birthday money. Is that what it is? Ooh, exciting. Very, very exciting. Flip a clip will not get stuck in feedback, Luke. Oh, you need an update, but you can't get it. So are we getting a tablet? An art tablet? Are you thinking of which one? What's the budget? And are you immediately gonna be trying to also get it with the software or not? Bro, I'm so upset that I just found when I was moving all my shit from TikTok to Instagram, I was just scrolling, seeing, because I didn't remember like what accounts I was following, and I remember that I was following Clip Studio, and then I see that they had a fucking post about Clip Studio being 50% off in March, and I'm like, fuck. 50% off. I could have gotten it. I mean, it's still quite a bit of money, but I mean, 50 is 50, you know? And I mean the perpetual license, not the fucking monthly. I asked a friend to show me how to be aware of every single fucking post for Clip Studio. So for the next, because they do those discounts every 3 to 4 months. The next one should be around August-ish. So hopefully I get it. Okay, we got the next one. Alright, we have the next one. $800-ish, okay. Yeah, I think you can use it on tablets. I don't remember if it has an app or if you have to use it through a browser. Looks like this one goes up and down. Is the body slightly different? No. I think maybe I changed the size. Let's see, let's copy this body. What tablet is he recommending? That one doesn't look like it fits. This one looks like it fits better. Stabilizer. Oops, no, not force rate. Did I not realize that force fade is not automatic anymore? That's awesome. I remember seeing the name when I was researching for my tablet. I don't remember the exact difference of it. Mine is just Apple Tablet Pro Generation 4. Yes. I think it's a Pro 10, Pro 11, Generation 4, something like that. And it's the one with the minimum amount of gigabytes. Because the fucking price can sometimes can hike up so much depending on the storage. Sure. Because of YouTube right now, it has to be the video game OSTs. Only Only safe copyrighted music. Yamcha's theme. That's so specific. I love it.
Si quieres, toma un descanso. ¿Quieres agua? A mí me gusta el agua.
Alright, alright. I'll hydrate in a bit. Let me see. Ah, my keyboard is so far away from me. I don't think it can be that one, is it? It has lyrics. I'm worried. Is this... This might be copyrighted. Especially because Dragon Ball is Toei Animation property, and they are not very nice. All main theme. Oh, DBZ. I didn't see the F. DBCBF. There it is. I was looking at the anime. My bad, my bad. In my world, the game doesn't exist. What can I say? Damn, that's concentration. I taking my sip of water. Doesn't look like I have to do any cleanup, so that's awesome. Does it in the original? Does it change? Looks like it does. Okay. Alright, I can see now who your favorite character is and your point of passion. I have nothing to add to this besides Jamsha just being like a good comedic relief, sadly, in my eyes. I mean, what can I say, bro? I do like him just because personally I like Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball Z. Not to say that I didn't enjoy it, but it's just I watch more reruns of Goku as a child and then as a young adult than him being a angel absent father. I mean, as much as sometimes I don't see eye to eye in subculture aspects with my fellow Mexican brethren, Dragon Ball is just through osmosis, you know? And I was at the very end of the generation to still like go through peak Dragon Ball time in Latin America. Okay, we're back to doing lasso magic. No. That is not lasso magic. Okay, this. This is lasso magic. Well, that's either to give him a spotlight and show off his chops, or is that supposed to be commentary about how he's so weak that the machine just doesn't affect him because he doesn't have enough ki to be unconscious? I mean, sure, because you are the player and you definitely want to win and you're using him. I mean, taking that as like what it is when it's a game where you choose a character and just have to get better at it. I mean, if I just go with Krillin and beat the story mode with him, then I can just say the same thing. Krillin is the strongest character. I have not. I have zero clue on anything Dragon Ball related agendas or whatever, besides what people tell me on chats. Like, I know that people were at Setup Super, apparently it fucked up, and now it's getting a remake, reboot, something, and people are kind of happy about it. It was announced in Jump Festa, and people were like hyped. It's like, you guys are getting the same story that feels that it was released relatively recently, and you're getting a redo. Congrats. And this can be fun, but One Piece has so much fucking fans that have agendas that they stop being funny. Because casual fans don't understand the concept and take it too literally. And then it create. Ugh, I'm tired of them. I don't know if the same thing happens in other fandoms. Perfect. Is the agenda that Frieza has a crush on Yamcha? Oh, poor Yamcha. Not only does he get cucked in the show, but you're telling me he gets shipped with one of the ugliest and morally evil characters in the show? Poor dude. Does not catch a break. Oops, looks like I forgot one frame. This one only slightly moves, so I think I could just copy the bodies. He has the same face for all three, it's just 3 frames. So these ones move, I just need the face. Bro, that is a frail iguana. That is a malnourished iguana. He semi looks healthy in the movie when he turns golden. And even then, he doesn't look biteable. I'll give him that the tail could be sexy, but then sometimes it does not. And it's just like not good. His hand feet things, no, not having it. Not having it. He's bald. He's bald. His purple thing, I don't know if that's a main brain or something. Would that be squishy? Is that basically like almost touching his brain? Also disgusting. His makeup is immaculate, yes. But imagine if he didn't have his makeup. In the mornings, waking up to that. Just imagine Frieza without his eyeliner, his lipstick, his nail polish. Ew. You're with a ugly ass mannequin. Gonna change the music. If you can't handle me in my first form, you don't deserve me in my final form. His first, I will say, he did get a glow up, but that's because his arms and legs, those parts where it's like pinkish with the lines, disgusting. Ew. Losing the horns was a downgrade. Losing the horns was a downgrade. Everything else, yes. But no. No, bro. No. What are you... There's a reason why no fucking Saiyan wanted to reproduce with this guy. He had to kill all the females. Here's another one with them going up and down, and we had them over here. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so this is the down one. cool. The face stays the same. I mean, asexual reproduction doesn't necessarily mean that he's an ace character. Which, if he is, awesome for me. I get more evil character representation. But also, on the other hand, that means I have an ugly in my team. Ew. Because I think you're meaning that in a biological sense. That he can reproduce by himself. Then what's the point? That takes away some of his sex appeal, you know? He would be attractive to ace individuals. Because everybody else wants sex. Ew, I'm a target. Jamais. Hey. Yamcha sexual. You know what? That is very ace coded to just be insert person name sexual. Okay, I will make an okay. You know what? Not every ace person is drop dead gorgeous. We need to have ugly so that the rest of us can look better. I accept them in our ace community. He's an ace gay because to go after Jamsha? Questionable taste, my friend. Okay, now I need the one that goes up. This one. Copy. Okay, let's fix those cracks. Design wise or character wise? He can get, what do you mean? He puts out his palm and it just reflects the Kamehameha. I mean, at this point of the stage, be real with me. Does the Kamehameha even do anything? With every time how they just keep raising the stakes and they have to keep on learning new forms and whatever. Doesn't the Kamehameha at this point is just like a tiny little ray gun beam compared to everything else? Kaioken is much better. But they can't do Kaioken all the time, I know. But there has to be... At this point, they must have already learned other beam attacks. That and the Genki Dama, but again, they can't be using that all the time. Is the Kamehameha the only spam move they have? Ah. Not mine, because I don't have it on, I think. On another stream, I'm guessing that's who you mean. Like it glitched into a robotic voice so it kind of sounded like him? Or do you mean that they found an Alistair filter? Yeah. That's kind of cool. I tried looking for radio filters one time, I remember. Like when I first started being a fan, I did try to look for radio filters to use while on stream. Couldn't find a good one, or there were good ones, they were always on fucking third-party software that you had to pay subscriptions. It's like, no. I like Alistair, but not enough to be fucking paying. Just for a voice filter. Okay, these are all front facing. Well, what do you know? We finished with all of the ones with Vox facing to the left. The other Z fighters watching, and Chaka just starts walking. The Genki Dama like it's a JoJo trick. Let's see how it looks. Well, the good thing is that because I'm obviously copy pasting like the main body, it helps with consistency, you know? This is just a one-off, and then it's to the right, so I can do this one. And then focus on all the ones of Vox facing to the right. Not right now, because that is enough. I'm gonna end the stream here. I think if I dedicate another tomorrow, if I do another 2 hours, maybe I could possibly be finished with the line art this week. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Have wonderful nightmares and take care. Bye bye, B.